Have you ever wondered if losing everything could actually help you find what truly matters? No, this is the story of a man who thought his life ended the day he lost his job and his money. But little did he know, fate was about to teach him a lesson far greater than wealth. A lesson about love, relationships, and gratitude. This is the story of the man who found happiness in an empty wallet. The man's name was Rafiq. He had spent 15 years working at the same company. His job wasn't glamorous, but it gave him comfort. Every month, he received his salary, paid the bills, and even saved a little. But one morning, and everything changed. Rafiq was called into his manager's office. Papers were stacked neatly on the desk. His manager avoided eye contact. "Rafiq," he said softly, "the company is downsizing. And I'm sorry, but we have to let you go." Those words felt like a hammer striking his chest. In one moment, the security he had built for years was gone. He returned home with an empty envelope. His wife noticed his silence. His children looked at him with questions in their eyes, but he had no answers. Days passed, then weeks. Rafiq searched for work everywhere, but each door he knocked on, remained closed. The little savings he had vanished quickly. Food, rent, school fees. Soon his wallet was empty. One evening, as he sat at the edge of his bed, he opened that wallet. Inside, there was nothing but a torn receipt and silence. Tears welled up in his eyes. He whispered to himself, "What kind of father am I? What kind of man cannot even provide for his family?" The empty wallet wasn't just leather. It was a mirror, reflecting back his deepest fears. One night, Rafiq came home after another failed interview. He was tired, broken, and angry at life. But as he opened the door, something stopped him. His children were laughing. They were playing a silly game, chasing each other across the room barefoot, their faces glowing with joy. His wife was watching, smiling gently, her tired hands resting on her lap. In that moment, Rafiq realized something. Even with no money in his wallet, there was still laughter in his home. There was still love, and that was wealth too. The next morning, instead of sitting in despair, Rafiq decided to walk through his neighborhood. He passed by the small tea shop where the owner greeted him warmly. He met an old friend who stopped to chat, offering him half of his bread with no hesitation. He saw a child sharing candy with another who had none, and for the first time, Rafiq noticed how rich his world was, not with money, but with kindness. That evening, when he returned home, he hugged his children tightly. He thanked his wife for standing beside him. And in his heart, he felt something he hadn't felt in weeks: peace. Rafiq still carried his wallet with him, but now, whenever he opened it, he no longer saw emptiness. He saw the faces of his children. He saw the smile of his wife. He saw the hands of neighbors. Who cared? That wallet became a symbol, not of loss, but of discovery. True wealth had never been inside it. It had been around him all along. Slowly, Rafiq started doing small jobs, fixing things for neighbors, helping in the tea shop, teaching children in the evenings. He earned little but enough to keep going, and with each day, his gratitude grew. Opportunities began to appear, as if life was rewarding his new outlook. Months later, he received an offer for a stable job. But by then, something had changed inside him. He no longer measured his worth by the weight of his wallet, but by the love in his home and the peace in his heart. Rafiq's story reminds us of a truth we often forget. We live chasing numbers, chasing money, believing happiness hides in a paycheck or a bank account. But sometimes, it takes losing those things to see clearly. Happiness isn't always bought. Sometimes it's shared in laughter. Sometimes it's served in a cup of tea by a kind friend. Sometimes it's found in the arms of family. An empty wallet does not always mean an empty life. So remember this: true wealth is not measured by what we carry in our wallets, but by what we carry in our hearts. Because one day, money may disappear, but love, gratitude, and relationships, those treasures never run out. And that is how Rafiq, the man who lost his money, discovered the greatest wealth of all. Moral of the story: the richest person is not the one with the fullest wallet, but the one with the fullest heart. If this story touched your heart, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs it today. And remember, sometimes the smallest story can create the biggest change. Until next time, stay kind, stay hopeful, and keep growing.